COs in nurturing and achieving the learning-centric approach through the process of assessment. On behalf of Bhavan's Vivekananda College, management, principal and staff, I thank wholeheartedly Dr. M. Lakshmipathi Rao, retired professor, OU and Director, Methodist College of Engineering and Technology. And also I request you to grace the valedictory session, which is scheduled shortly. Thank you. I can, the participants can, the offline participants can join the podium for their feedback as well. The online participants can unmute and give their feedback on today's session. Even if it is for the whole FDP program, I welcome the participant.
Very good afternoon. The resource person, IPSC coordinator, staff members. From day one, the FDP has been wonderful and it has been enriching. And as it is a tradition in our college, every academic year starts with FDP, and this has been very enriching and very knowledgeable. Thank you. And today's session is also wonderful. I thank the resource person and also thank the IPSC coordinator. Thank you so much.
I request members to come forward and give your feedback. If it is negative feedback, we are very happy so that we can improve on. There is a concept called negative feedback in amplifiers. Negative feedback improves stability. Okay, so generally in amplifiers, negative feedback is employed so that it will improve the stability of many things. So please come forward and give your feedback, not necessarily on this session alone, on any session that we have heard, so that in future we can provide a betterment.
Good afternoon to everyone. So it has been a pleasure being a part of this, participating in this FDP. And I think most of us really enjoyed all the sessions, and not just, it's not about just enjoying and participating. We have actually, kind of, like Sir said, we are inspired to sharpen our skills, because as teachers, over a period of time, we tend to get so used to the methods that we are using. So we believe that those are the best methods. And, generally it takes some time for us to come out of that complacency and employ new methods for teaching, for assessment. So I think this has been very useful for all of us. I wish to thank the IQAC coordinator and all the members of IQAC for conducting such a wonderful program, and especially today's talk by Dr. Lakshmipathi, Professor Lakshmipathi Rao has been very informative for us. Of course, it was very complicated also. Many of us got lost in the maze of all those calculations, sir. But I think once we get into it, we'll get the hang of it. So it has been, and really, we appreciate your the depth of your understanding and knowledge in this area, given that you are from an era where computers were a kind of luxury. So it has been really enlightening. Thank you very much, sir.
Any interested online participant can unmute and speak.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Respond. Yes, good afternoon. You can speak.
I would like to specially thank Professor Lakshmipathi sir for giving a very enriching session on OBE. And overall, all the sessions of the FDP were very enriching. I would like to thank the IQAC committee, Niraimati ma'am, and all the organizing members for organizing such a wonderful FDP for all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your feedback. She is Malata ma'am from Department of Commerce. Any other online participant? Kindly unmute and talk.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Kindly introduce yourself.
Yes, I am Professor Rachna Kumar from Delhi University, and I would also like to thank the FDP was very interesting and very motivating. And for me, I can summarize it by saying that it has provided a psychological cleansing for me, like to become a better human being as well as a better teacher, and without expecting any sort of rewards from the students, which we sometimes strive for. So thank you very much, organizers.
Thank you, ma'am. Any other online participants? Good afternoon, respected dignitaries, faculty members. After a refreshing 1-month vacation, rather than barging into the class with preparedness, it's very refreshing to attend a faculty development program like this. This 5 days programs have certainly been enriching, right from the first day where Dr. Ashokan said, please do not categorize students as slow learners. That's something that was very, attaching for me. Moving on to the second day where Dr. Hima Bindu inculcated the different aspects of online, content developing. Third day, where I really missed going to Ramakrishna Math, where it was a very challenging session for me, where they addressed us how to tackle students who have a misbehavior conduct. That was definitely helpful for me to go ahead. And moving on to yesterday's session by Dr. Mrinalini, who took the session away from us, telling us how to be committed, how to be genuine, and how to do your best to contact students and help them to reach higher grounds. And today, sir, you're right in front of us. I take this time to thank you for your definitely enriching session, because the minute I heard outpaced education, to be honest, I thought this would be the most boring of all the sessions, but as the discussions among us, were shared, they all gave a round of applause within ourselves where they said lots of content has been put in, and sir has really prepared the session meticulously. So thank you so much, sir. And at the outset, I thank the management and IQA's coordinating committee and the coordinator for arranging such a wonderful session. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Any offline participants interested to give their feedback?
Question. Calculation of student-wise outcome. It seems very laborious. Are there tools to simplify the procedure of calculating the attendance?
My answer to this is because the organizers wanted me to throw some light on student attendance, individual student attendance. That's why I touched upon that. Otherwise, at this stage, it is not necessary for it to go in. You can first consolidate class-wise attendance, then you can think of.
No, even in class-wise attendance, but question,
Yes.
we have to calculate the attainment level for each of the COs.
Yes.
So which means that each student paper we have to go through how much he has scored and at each question, and then we have to keep a track of.
Madam, thanks to technology, tools are available. You just enter the marks, it will calculate and give you. Yes, that way it can be done.
That's
And Excel sheet can be worked out even from the CSE department. And you can just enter the marks, equal student, question wise. And already it can be programmed, and that's what we are practicing. And it is not that difficult to do it. We can do it. It can be computerized. Definitely it can be done.
Like our CIA one, we do not really lot equal number of questions, all the 4 or 5 events. So in that case, would this work? So like
Now, if you feel that it is difficult to do in a course outcome wise, as you are doing in the university, take the total marks and practice it.
Yeah.
No, continuous central assessment, are you taking that into consideration? No. At least we extend this. Now we are doing only the entrance examination. We extended to CME also.
I think we have, this is a policy decision to be taken. I think we have to sit with principal and the controller of examination. And then devise the mechanism to separate the CIA and semester examination grades and then.
And in fact, though the CIE weightage that is given is 30%, but some colleges they go up to 50% also while considering the attainments, and then substantiate why they are considering 50%. Because question-wise marks are available for the internal assessment, whereas they are not available in the unit examination. So for understanding the philosophy of that outcome, this question whether they have achieved these outcomes or not. So the CIE is a better tool rather than considering the unit examination. So that's the reason why people can go up to 50%. So 30-70 you can follow, but for the purpose of calculations, giving weightage, same weightage need not be given. You can give more weightage to the CIE because this is more objective. It is teacher control, isn't it? It is in the control of the teacher. Yes, precision is better. That gives better inputs. So anyhow, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. In fact, after hearing from the organizers their requirements, I have to reorient the entire lecture. So thanks that I had 3 weeks of vacation, and every day I was spending about 3 to 4 hours on this lecture. Yes. So in almost 20 to 24 hours I was spending preparing this particular lecture for you, tailor-made for this college and your requirement. So though I deliver so many lectures, every time I reorient my lecture talk, because basics I know, fundamentals I am very thorough. So based on your requirement, I can tailor-make the lecture. So that is the advantage of being strong in fundamentals. So any problem you can attack and any solution you can find if you are strong in fundamentals.
The best part was that the night 10 o'clock also, so said any changes have to be done, let me know, we will reorient again.
Yes, yesterday night I was sent the presentation and I asked that if you want some more inputs, please inform me. I can mentally prepare and then deliver the lecture. So these slides are actually meant for you, not meant for me. Because I know everything. Because you should have something in writing so that you can start working on this. So take the printout of this and start working. If there are any doubts, yes, I don't mind coming to this college again after some time and interact with you informally. That would be better. If you start working, you will get so many doubts. Then we can clear all the doubts. Thank you.
We are thankful. We are thankful to the messages posted in the chat box by the online participant, Dr. Anjali, Ms. Purvi, Ms. Shweta, and Ms. Zarina. Thank you very much for your expressions. Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome all the respected dignitaries and participants for the valedictory of the 5-day faculty development program organized by Internal Quality Assurance Cell and Teaching Learning Center of Bhavans Vivekananda College in blended mode on strengthening teaching, learning, and evaluation process in higher education. May I now request the respected dignitaries, Dr. G.S.V.R.K. Chowdhury, Principal, BBC, Mrs. B. Niraimati, IQAC Coordinator, BBC, and today's guest, Professor M. Lakshmipathi Rao, retired OU Professor and Director, Methodist College of Engineering and Technology, to grace the dais. Thank you. May I request Mrs. B. Niraimati, Coordinator, IQAC BBC, to present the report on 5-day faculty development program on strengthening teaching, learning, and evaluation process in higher education.
A very good afternoon, respected dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Chowdhury, Principal of Bhavans Vivekananda College, Professor Lakshmipathi Rao, Faculty of Physics, Osmania University former, and Director, Methodist College of Engineering and Technology, Head of the Department, Dr. Aparna, Deputy Coordinator of IKAC, Dr. Suvarchala Rani, Coordinator for Teaching Learning Center of Bhavans Vivekananda College, faculty members of the Bhavans Vivekananda College, and the faculty members who have joined this FDP from across the nation. Very good afternoon. Indeed, I'm very happy that this 5-day FDP program went on very, very well, and it has really been enriching to the faculty members. We had planned this program in blended mode so that we could have resource persons through online and also provide the benefit of the information and knowledge to the members who are interested to listen from anywhere other than Hyderabad. So it went by online mode also. I hope that to the online participants, we could do justice. I hope that there were no technical issues in listening to the lectures delivered from Bhavans Vivekananda College through online mode. And if at all there were any hindrances, I would really apologize to the online participants. Nevertheless, at the end of 5 days, I can see all the faculty members with a lot of happiness on their faces, ready to implement whatever they have learned in the last 5 days. I wish all of them all the very best before I go on reading the report of the 5-day faculty development program. The faculty development program is titled Strengthening Teaching, Learning and Evaluation Process in Higher Education. Basically, the
core of any teaching learning process is the teachers, and therefore it is very, very essential that teachers learn every single day to become better personalities. Our management is always encouraging to provide whatever things that are necessary to the teachers to become better people. So I also would like to thank the principal for giving us all the support, and most importantly, I would like to thank all the resource persons who have been very, very kind, supportive, and delivering the enormous amount of knowledge in their field of expertise. So we continue the tradition of commencing the academic year with an FDP as usual. And the IPS Internal Quality Assurance Cell and the Teaching Learner Center of Bhavans Vivekananda College have organized a 5-day faculty development program for the faculty of BBC and also other colleges from June 1st to June 6th, 2023. And the FDP aimed at upgrading and upskilling the faculty members and equipping them with the strategies and techniques to meet the changing academic needs and to provide the challenges of higher education institutions. The 5-day FDP titled Strengthening Teaching, Learning and Evaluation Process in Higher Education has been conducted in blended mode to facilitate the participation of faculty from other states. Over 100 faculty members of BBC attended the FDP in physical mode, and 22 faculty members from various parts of India such as Maharashtra, Aurangabad, Mumbai, Pune, Kalyan, Hyderabad, Delhi, Kochi, Kerala, Gurugram, Haryana, Bengaluru, Karnataka, and Raipur have attended this FDP. The inaugural session marked the commencement of day 1 of 5-day FDP. The resource person for day 1 was Dr. N. Ashokan, Vice Principal Academic, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai. So in his virtual talk, this talk was by virtual mode, online mode. He joined by online mode from Chennai. In his virtual talk on lecture, learner-focused learning, Dr. Ashokan elaborated on various aspects of learners and learning, shared his expertise on transformation of learning environment and discussed the significance of pedagogy. He enlightened the faculty on the vital features of national education policy and suggested various effective classroom strategies that cater to the academic needs of the digital natives. The resource person for day 2 was Dr. P. Himabindu, Director, Center for Women's Studies, Osmania University. In her session on e-content development, the speaker focused on the significance of e-content, highlighted the attitudes and characteristics of the 21st century learners. E-content formats, Swayam, MOOC platforms, LCM model, phases of e-content development, the role of teachers, typical approaches and e-content development tools were elaborated by the speaker. Day 3 was a visit to Ramakrishna Met. Breakfast in the serene environment was followed by the first session comprising Swami Buddhamayandaji's preachings, guided meditation, bhajans, and a visit to the temple. In the second session, Swamiji addressed the faculty on inculcation of human values and professional ethics in higher educational institutions. Through his various anecdotes, Swamiji presented the ideals of Swami Vivekananda and Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He emphasized the need for thinking of higher values and reiterated the role of teachers in nurturing the potential of the students. In the third session of day 3, Dr. Vivek Modi, wellness educator, addressed faculty on evolve through work. His session focused on the challenges of the current times, the need for focusing on the fundamental values and the significance of positive anchoring. He discussed the need for teachers to take care of themselves and pointed out the need for teachers to be creative. In the fourth session, after lunch, Dr. K.V. Lakshmipathi, retired Professor OU, Director of Dhanvantri Institute of Science and Technology, Hyderabad, and Secretary and Correspondent of Dhanvantri Sri Chaitanya Degree College, Mahbub Nagar, addressed the faculty on classroom dynamics and management. He discussed at length classroom dynamics, the most adorable values, techniques for classroom control, dealing with misbehavior, examples of the most inspiring teachers, and the Indian process of learning. The main characteristics of the 21st century learning and cooperation through communication were also explained. In the last session of day 3, the faculty expressed their gratitude to Swami Budhyananda ji. Swamiji announced the upcoming events at Ramakrishna Math and urged the faculty to be part of the events and also encourage students to do so. The resource person for day 4 was Professor T. Mrunalini, Director EMRC, former Dean, Faculty of Education and Coordinator School of Education, Osmania University. In her session on mentoring strategies, the speaker shared her extensive knowledge of mentoring and reflective practices. A self-assessment questionnaire was on mentoring skills, concept and principles of mentoring, essential skills of mentor and mentee, attitude and stages of mentoring and reflective observation were the highlights of the session. Today we had the last day of the FDP, day 5. We all heard from Professor Lakshmipathi Rao, and he was emphasizing on outcome-based education. He started with the vision, mission statements, program objectives, program outcomes, program specific outcomes, course outcomes, how they have to be defined, how the course outcome is linked to POs, and finally to the mission and the vision statements. He emphasized on the strategies that has to be followed for assessment of the students' learning capability, and then how that is linked to outcome-based education was discussed by Professor Lakshmipathi Rao. And I must say that today's session was the most interactive session, and that's what we exactly wanted. When we first approached Professor Lakshmipathi Rao, the first thing what we communicated to him was that our faculty members know how to map CO-PO matrix, how the attainment target value is calculated, and that much they know. But beyond that, how do we go about in improvising the outcome-based education? And I am very confident that all of us are aware of the tactics, strategies, and methodologies that have to be adopted, so that we will be able to judge the students how much they have learned from what we are teaching. Thank you very much, sir. And I must thank the IPSC members, the IPSC Deputy Coordinator, criteria in charges, heads of the departments, the TLC Coordinator, Dr. Suvarchala, in making all the arrangements. I also would like to thank all the faculty members who have been involved with the organizing, starting from making all the arrangements, hospitality arrangement, logistic arrangement, everything. And I also would like to thank Mr. Sridhar for providing logistic support, without which it wouldn't have been possible for us to conduct this program in a smooth way. The technical support provided by the technical team, Mrs. Jayalakshmi and Mr. Prasad, is very much appreciable, because without which we wouldn't have had this online mode of FDP in a very, very smooth way. And lastly, I would like to once again thank our principal for giving all the support despite his busy schedule. Now this is admission time. All the faculty members also have been involved in the admission work in the afternoon. Sometimes when you are away from the FDP for admission work, you've been listening to the FDP in online mode. I'm very confident that this FDP is very, very useful to all of us to make this place a better place for students at large to the society. And the certificates will be made and provided to all the faculty members and the participants who are online.
it will be provided to all the faculty members at a later time. And if at all anybody has not been able to attend any of the sessions, the video lectures are available. The YouTube links are provided on the college website main page. Anytime faculty members can log in and watch the videos to get the most benefit out of this FDP. I thank all the faculty members for being a beautiful audience and making this FDP a successful one. I wish all of you all the very best once again. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request our principal, GSVRK Chowdhury sir, to address the gathering.
So, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Maybe this is the drawback. If you're a principal, then you can't listen the lectures. Realized. But first of all, I would like to thank all the resource persons who have taken time, and except one lecture, all the lectures were offline, so they came here all the way, and they have given us whatever the valuable knowledge they have. And for that, I will thank all the resource persons. I especially thank Neravuti ma'am for organizing this FDP. It is called as strengthening learning and evaluation process. Maybe if you have realized or not, some effort has been made, I think, in organizing the events. But I will explain in a different manner. The student comes into the college. As usual, all my faculty will be eager to go to the class, learn different strategies to hypnotize the students, bring them to our environment. So the first task is you should be ready with different strategies, and that was the program. Right? Then the students will come, listen to you, they'll ask you the notes, they want to prepare the textbooks, they will ask what type of textbooks. So the A was to give e-content videos, whatever it is. Then after you give them, then you will realize that whatever you have done is not 100% achieved. So you will start going into depression. That what happens, my student, how they will write the exams, what will management tell? So we ensure that all those stress factors are arranged and addressed in day 3 program at Ramakrishna Math. Then you come back. Now you are out of stress, but your job is half done. So you call all the students. Then you have to mentor them so that our task is objectives are attained. So that was grateful. Once you mentor, then exams will come. Then their marks will come, then we start analysis, right? So to equip with all the techniques, how to analyze and derive what you have done satisfactorily. I think that was addressed by Professor Lakshmipathi in day 5 course. So this is the program organization which is done. That is the entire semester. I think a lot of thinking has gone behind this. Thank you, ma'am, once again for arranging such a wonderful workshop for the staff members. Again, I was not part of all the lectures, but one thing today morning we were discussing is one happy aspect is as a physics lecturer is 3 of the research persons were physics faculty members before. So that is what we remembered in the morning. So that way at least I get some kind of consolation, right? If I'm not there, at least somebody of my subject have come here to teach you, right? So anyway, now this I'll request Nirmit ma'am to continue this process. Whatever we have done, I personally request madam, and I will also monitor whether you have developed e-contents or not, you have mentored the students or not, and then finally, how far effectively this OBE has come into picture. This part will continue for this next 2 semesters so that our objective of or our outcome of organizing the FDP is realized. So we'll continue this monitoring. So faculty members, please concentrate or continue to work on the knowledge which is given to you. I know all of you, you are all wonderful faculty, that is no problem. So you all do, but ultimately it is now become a new thing that whatever you have done, it has to come down onto the paper, right? So this has to be taken care. So whatever knowledge you gain in this 5 days program, please try to implement them and try to execute them in the classes and see where else you require any kind of other helps in doing so. Then we will try to organize or address those issues also. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. We understood the expectation, and certainly we assure you with all the assessment and everything done properly. I request the guest of the day, Professor M. Lakshmipathi, Director, Methodist College of Engineering and Technology, to address the gathering.
People sitting at the desk, the participants at the FDP, both online and offline. I would like to congratulate all of you attending 5 long days. And already I have spoken to you for almost 3 hours. I don't want to trouble you further. But as per English teachers will understand, under LSRW, the most important is listening, the first one, because it involves your ears and also mind coordination between these two. So you have been listening all these days, 5 years, so you had enough exercise to your brain to listening exercise. So I hope the topics covered will be useful to you, and so that whatever little you can implement, whatever is covered under this FDP, even if you can implement to the extent of 60 to 70%, that means the FDP is a success. I know Bhavan's College, the past 20 years or more than 20 years, I visited this college, the capacity of Director Academic Audit Cell for inspections, twice or thrice. And I know many of the physics people sitting here, they're the products of Osmania University. And I wish you all the best in future, and I hope whatever I taught during these 3 hours, it is useful to you, and you start implementing. We know the problems only if you start implementing. Now you are thrown into the waters. You have to swim out. You know how to swim, but unless you start swimming, you cannot come out of this. So with these 2 words, I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Certainly, we will fulfill your threshold limit of 70% and try to reach and achieve. Now, I request our principal, Dr. G.S. Vyakhi Chowdhury, to felicitate the resource person. Thank you, dignitaries. Now, may I call upon Dr. K. Swatsalarani, Coordinator, Teaching Learning Center, BBC, to propose vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to everybody present here. I, Dr. K. Swatsalarani, feel very privileged to propose vote of thanks for the valedictory session. of this national level 5-day faculty development program organized by IQAC along with the Teaching Learning Center. I express my deep sense of gratitude to our respected Air Commodore General Shastri Garu, Vice Chairman BVP Sainik Puri Kendra, for his blessings in conducting this event. I sincerely express my gratitude to our beloved principal, Dr. GSVRK Chaudhary Garu, for his guidance and support for the conduct of the FDP program. I would like to convey my deepest gratitude to Mrs. V. Niremati, the backbone of this program, IQAC coordinator, for her unwavering support, invaluable guidance throughout the program. Her expertise and dedication have been instrumental in the smooth conduct of this program. I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to the resource persons of the FDP, Professor N. Ashokan, Vice Principal Academic SRM, Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai, Dr. P. Himabindu, Director, Center for Women's Studies, Osmania University, Swami Bodhamananda Ji, and the total team from Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence, Ramakrishna Math, Hyderabad, Professor T. Runalini, Director, EMRC, former Dean, Faculty of Education, Osmania University, Professor M. Lakshmipathi Garu, Director, Methodist College of Engineering and Technology, Hyderabad. A special thanks to all the heads of the departments for their support in the conduct of the program. I would like to extend my special gratitude to Dr. Y. Aparna, Deputy Coordinator IQAC, for her unwavering support and guidance, which is very crucial to the positive outcomes of this FDP program. I thank all the participants who have attended from various parts of the country and the Faculty of Governance for their active participation and engagement throughout the sessions. I would like to sincerely thank the technical and non-teaching staff for this support in the conduct of the FDP program. And I would like to extend a special heartfelt appreciation to the total dedicated team of the faculty members who were instrumental in conducting this program who played a very pivotal role in ensuring the success of this 5-day FDP program. I'll quickly just, call upon their names. The first starts with Mrs. B. Niremati, IQAC Coordinator, BVC, Dr. Y. Aparna, Deputy IQAC Coordinator, and Mr. Manohar, Mrs. J. Lakshmi, Mr. Prasad, Dr. Sushma Ghosh, Mrs. Lakshmi, Dr. Sudha Singh, Mrs. V. Ashwini, Dr. Selva Kumar, Mrs. Sharon Rosie, Mr. Shiva Trishul, Mrs. S. Usha Rani, Ms. Swatina, Mrs. Nidhi, Dr. Suresh, Mr. Khalimullah, Dr. Sanjeev Rao sir, Mrs. P. Krishnaveni, Mrs. S. J. Lakshmi, Mrs. B. Achyuta, Dr. P. Rajni, Dr. Chaitanya Kumari, Mr. Kalimullah, and the anchors for the total 5 days, Mrs. Annie Christina, Mrs. Achyuta, Mrs. P. Lavanya, and Mrs. Srimati Raghunandan. A huge round of applause for them as well. And Dr. Sweta Lakshmi. Thank you so much once again for being an amazing participants, and I'm sure that we're going to rock the next academic year of 2023-24 with all the inputs provided. Thank you once again for an amazing audience. Thank you.